Let's consider another question on partial fraction. We are asked to resolve 2x minus 3 over x minus 2, x minus 4 into partial fraction. Now, how do we resolve this into partial fraction? Don't forget, I told you, in resolving a fraction that has its denominator as a linear factor, you want to resolve such fraction into a partial fraction. If the denominator has already been factorized, there is no need to do anything again. All you have to do is just set the equation into this kind. Set it as a all over x minus 2, then plus b all over x minus 4. Because for every partial fraction that we resolve, it's going to look in this, for every partial fraction that has a linear factor at the denominator, this is how it's going to be. You understand what I'm saying? You have to put it's going to have a numerator that we don't know. We don't know the numerator now, and the base, the denominator will be the denominator. Each denominator of the fraction will be each of the factor of the expression that is at the denominator of the initial fraction that we have to resolve. Listen to the explanation again. I'm very sure you, if you are following and you are part of our previous class, you will understood what I did here. All I did was that I just substitute the value of this numerator as a, because I know for every fraction that has a linear factor as the denominator, this is how the factor, the partial fraction is going to look like. You understand? Okay? So you have to put a letter, replace the numerator as a letter. You don't know it, I don't know it. That is what we want to determine, the numerator. Are you paying attention? So now, because the denominator has already been factorized, you understand? So just choose for each of the fractions that you're going to have at the right hand side of the equation, just use each of the denominator, you understand, and place it under each of the letter that you have. You understand what I'm saying? So eventually we have something like, please pay attention. Eventually we have something like 2x plus 4, and you now have this factor x minus 5 and x plus 4. This will be written as, you can use any letter, you can use e over one of the factor, that is x minus 5, plus, you can use any letter, z all over x plus 4. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? So the goals now is to determine the value of e and z. Are you paying attention? Just like what we learned in our previous class. If you are following, there's a particular class that we did. That is the first class. You should be able to solve this. Now let us proceed for this. Now, having done this, the next step is that just take the factor of the of this fraction. Take the LCM. You're going to have x minus 2 multiplied by x minus 4, right? So divide x minus 2 times x minus 4 divided by x minus 2. That will be what? X minus 4. So I'm going to have a multiplied by x minus 4 plus b multiplied by x minus 2. You are wondering how I got this, right? Just pay attention. This divided by this, that will be what? X minus 4. X minus 4 multiplied by a, that will be what? A times x minus 4. Now, this divided by x minus 4, that will be what? X minus 2. X minus 2 multiplied by plus b, that will be what? Plus b x minus 2. Okay? And at the left hand side, I'm going to have 2x minus 3 all over x minus 2, then x minus 4. You see, what you have at the left hand side of this equation is equivalent to what you have at the right hand side. You understand? So now you can see x minus 2 here, x minus 4 here, and you can see as well x minus 2 here, x minus 4 here. So now to get the value of a and b, I'm going to set the numerator equals to each other. You understand what I'm saying? So here I'm going to have 2x minus 3 is equals to, okay, the numerator of the right hand side fraction, I'm going to have a multiplied by x minus 4 plus b multiplied by x minus 2. Do you understand? Now, having done that, to get the value of a, you have to, now please pay attention. Let me ask you another question. Which factor, I'm very sure you remember that x minus 2 and x minus 4 are both factor of the fraction that we are resolving into partial fraction, you know? Now, which of these factor is connected to b in this equation? The factor that is connected to b is what? X minus 2. So to get the value of a, I'm going to set x equals to 2. How do I know? The reason is because I want to make this to be equivalent to 0. You understand? So I'm going to do something to the equation, to the factor which b is connected to, such that by the time I should replace the value of x as that value, b will be equivalent to 0, and I'm going to get the value of a. So what I did was that I just set x, which the factor which b is connected to is what? X minus 2. So I set x minus 2 equals to 0. So x will be equals to what? 2. Okay. Now, if I replace x as 2 into this equation, b will be equivalent to 0, and I can find a. Because the goals here is to determine the value of a and b. Okay. So for this, I'm going to have 2x minus 3 is equals to a multiplied by x minus 4 plus b multiplied by 2. Okay, let us replace x as 2, this as 2, 2, then 2 as well, you know. Okay, 2, yes, 2 minus 2, sorry, 2 minus 2. Now, please pay attention. 2 times 2 is what? 2 times 2 is 4. I'm going to have 4 minus 3 is equals to a multiplied by 2 minus 4 is what? Minus 2. So I'm going to have minus 2 plus b. 2 times 2, that is 0. So I'm going to have b multiplied by 0. B times 0 is what? 0. So I'm going to have 1 is equals to minus 2a. So divide both by minus 2 to get the value of a. This over minus 2, this over minus 2. A is equals to 1 minus 1 over 2. Okay, that is the value of a. Now, how do we get the value of b? To get the value of b, you know that the factor which a is connected to is what? X minus 4, right? Now, I'm going to set x minus 4 equals to 0 to get the value of x. X is equals to what? 4. So it is 4 that I'm going to substitute into this equation to get the value of b. Okay, now if you substitute 4 into this equation, a will be equals to 0, and you can easily find the value of b. Do you understand? So replace x as 4. The equation is what? 2x minus 3 equals to a multiplied by x minus 4 plus b multiplied by x minus 2. Okay, now when x is 4, I'm going to have 2 multiplied by 4 minus 3 minus a multiplied by 4 minus 4 plus b multiplied by 4 minus 2. Okay, so 2 times 4 is 8. 8 minus 3 is equals to a multiplied by 0, right? Plus b multiplied by 2. Okay, now 8 minus 3 is 5. So I'm going to have 5 is equivalent to 2 times b, that is 2b. Okay, so to get the value of b, divide by 2. Sorry, divide by 2. I'm going to have this over 2, this over 2. b is equals to 5 over 2. You understand? Now, having done that, we have gotten the value of a and b. The next step is that I'm going to replace those values into this equation. Okay, I mean into this fraction. Now, the fraction will look like this: 2x minus 3 all over x minus 2, then x minus 4 is equals to a. A is what? A is minus 1 over 2. So I'm going to put minus 1 over 2, minus 1 all over 2 all over x minus 2 plus b. B is 5 over 2. 5 over 2 all over x minus 4. You understand? Okay. Now, I can write this, both of them as, please pay attention. They can minus 1 all over 2 multiplied by x minus 2. Okay, plus 5 all over 2 multiplied by x minus 4. If you want to learn how I did this, if you have something like this, please pay attention. Divide minus 1 over 2 divided by x minus 2. If you change that division sign to a multiplication sign, you're going to arrive at something like this. Okay, so this should be you shouldn't be flat. Don't be confused. Okay, for this, just write it on the front: 2x minus 3 all over x minus 2, then x minus 4, right? So for this, I'm going to have 2x minus 3 all over x minus 2, then x minus 4 is equals to, now you can replace this, we can have 5 all over 2 multiplied by x minus 4 minus 1 all over 2 multiplied by x minus 2. You understand? So that is the final answer to that question. If you have any question as regarding what we learned in this class, let me know in the comment section. Okay. If you have any question as touching what you learned, maybe there is a step that you don't understand, and or there is another concept that you want to learn as touching this, let me know in the comment section. Okay, so that will be all for this class. In our next class, we're going to move to mathematical induction, or we should also talk about partial fraction with a polynomial, a denominator that is not linear. You understand? But before we delve into that, we are going to still do some more example on this particular concept, denominator with linear factors. So see you in the next class.